If someone has body dysphoria, then I can understand. But I'm not talking about that. Most of these coming out stories involve a narrative that if you don't conform to a sexist stereotype, you're not a girl, woman. I never liked wearing makeup. I love sports, or I hate the color pink and wearing dresses. Because apparently to be a woman you need to wear makeup, wear bright pink dresses, and hate sports. /s. I'm sorry, but this doesn't make me feel wholesome at all. This just tells me you're a sexist person who thinks that not fully conforming to old sexist stereotypes means you aren't a girl, woman. Imagine if a black person said they don't conform to racist stereotypes and they said that they aren't actually black because of it. That person would be BTFO as a self-hating racist. I just celebrated my first Valentine's Day with my boyfriend of 8 months. I was very excited leading up to it, because I'm 25 and never had a boyfriend to celebrate Valentine's Day, but now I want to break up with him. I'm a big romantic girly girl. I like romance movies, love poems, public displays of affection, nothing graphic, just stuff like holding hands and kisses on the cheek, romantic dinners, and affirming words. Red roses are my favorite flower. All I wanted was a bouquet like the ones my dad gets my mom every year. My boyfriend knows this, but if he doesn't like or care about something, then he thinks nobody else shouldn't either. If I try to hold his hand or kiss his cheek, he pulls away and tells me to wait until we get home. I can count the number of times he's called me beautiful on one hand. He likes to act like a jerk because he thinks my reactions are funny. He got me some daisies and made a big stink about never getting me flowers again because he thinks they're stupid. He got me dark chocolate bars and I don't like dark chocolate. One of them had a love poem printed inside the wrapper. I thought it was sweet until he said he regretted buying that one. We watched TV for a few hours instead of having sex, but I'm honestly fine with that because he's terrible in bed. His idea of foreplay is squeezing my boobs so hard that I think they'll bruise. And if that wasn't enough, he still hasn't told his family about me. We've been exclusive for 8 months, he has met my parents, and all his family know is that he's talking to some girl. I found out because he invited me to bring his parents groceries but told me to stay in the car. He didn't want his parents to see me, but sure enough, they saw me sitting in the front seat because they're not idiots. But I guess I am for staying with him for so long. He couldn't stop being a belligerent asshole for one day. I can't do this anymore. If he doesn't want anyone to know we're dating, then I guess we don't need to be dating. I'm done. Edit. Wow. I did not expect this to blow up like it did. I'm reading through all the comments and want to thank everyone for their kindness and reassurance. A lot of y'all are asking why I'm even with him, so I figured putting it in an edit would be easiest. I started dating him because his personality was completely different. He was sweet, very affectionate with me, if a little shy. He was so eager to become exclusive, claimed to agree with every value I had, and was the first one to say I love you. It's like his personality slowly started to change, or I guess the mask was slowly pulled away, after I fell in love too. I figured work was stressing him out and things would eventually get better. And they are getting better, for me at least, because I'm breaking up with him. I don't need a man, and I don't want one who doesn't make my life better. So, title is self-explanatory. I am 31 years old with a wife of 7 years and 2 kids, 5 and 2. I'm highly introverted and don't really interact with many of my neighbors, except my neighbors across the street, 45M and 34F, with whom I've really bonded. Husband has a 15-year-old daughter from a previous marriage, but a 3.5-year-old and one on the way with his wife. I'm not good with reading people, but I could tell the 15-year-old crushes on me, and her father even confirmed that to me. Reason why? He wants me to let her down gently. Which I get. But how do I do this? Never had this situation before. My initial thought when my neighbor told me that his daughter has a crush on me was why? I'm ugly as sin. Didn't say that out loud of course, but that's what I was thinking. Edit. Thank you everyone for your advice. The course of action I plan on taking is as follows. I'm not going to let her down gently. She'll outgrow it. I will not, however, be alone anywhere with her. I'm not even going to acknowledge it, honestly. When I'm sent to McDonald's I order an extra cheeseburger my wife doesn't know about and eat it on the drive home, disposing of the wrapper and receipt. At school, one of my mates has a friend who is Asian and we all jokingly call him Hong Se-yong from the Squid Game and he is completely fine with it. He called himself it at first. Basically as I was walking to class I saw him just in school uniform without any accessories, that is important, and I called him Hong Se-yong but he said to not call him that, which is weird cause I've said it before and he was fine with it. At first break that day I saw him again but he was wearing a gold chain and had braces. I didn't take notice at the time, so I apologized to him and stuff but he was clueless. Then it hit me, I called some other random person Hong Se-yong from the Squid Game. I felt so fucking embarrassed and nobody knew what happened. But to make it even worse, at second break I saw him again because he came over to talk with my mate, but he didn't have a chain or braces, like the original guy, which I notices and said to him that I apologized to some other person by accident. But then he said that he was the person I talked to at first break and I had already apologized to him even though I could bet my life on it that there were two different people, one wearing chain and braces and one without. Now I feel racist but am so confused and I'd what to do. Edit, wow this has blown up more than I expected, I'm not sure if that's good or not now. Thanks for all the support and it's an honest mistake but I'm still confused on how they managed to carry on each other's conversations. I'm 19, an engineering student in college and work minimum wage job on campus. How the heck I am supposed to financially support a kid while making minimum wage? I can barely afford to eat 2 meals a day. I can barely afford to pay for my textbooks. I can barely afford to pay for my gas to commute to college every day. I don't want a kid until I graduate college and become an engineer. But if she comes at me for child support, I can't opt out. I'm so screwed. I literally have no money to spare. I have $50 in my bank account. That will probably be enough to only purchase 2 packs of diapers.